Alright, back to this M8 junk over here. So after destroying about $1,000 worth of tooling, I'm finally starting to figure out how to use this thing. Yeah. Dumbass, big time. Lots of broken stuff. So lots of new tooling don't work, lots of stuff that breaks, and this stuff is not cheap. There's $450. Huh. That didn't last long. In case you think that's by itself, what do you think's inside of that one? And then we broke this one over here. Broke the top off of that one, which we're still using. My homemade steel one here. I had to straighten for about an hour and a half, so I got it straightened out again. And yeah, fun. I got all my different tools out here, all the different springs, different cutters. You got the throat cut with a seat cutter, the shrouding on top, and inside the throat of the port. And we're using a mixture of old stuff and new cutters. These are the old style cutters. This is the new style cutter that's way too small for the application. This is good for 1.4 inches, and this is 1.625, or 1.650, I mean. So yeah, we overextended that quite a bit. So to fix that problem is about $2,500. That's how you fix that problem. Yeah, I think I'll pass. Have to do a lot more port jobs, valve jobs, pay for that piece of crap. This is the exhaust cutter over here. That's $1,000 there. Looks like I didn't break that one. Here's my special throat cutter, which I broke a $400 pallet with. So here's my new one over here. Go back to my old throat cutter, which doesn't load up and tear up stuff like this one does. Use the old tool with adapters. So anyway, basically the difference is here's your stock port, ported by Ward, whoever that is. I already opened up the exhaust, so there's a way bigger Ward head in there. So the stock, when my thumb barely moved, now it's nice and loose in there. So yeah, it'll open up. This head's done. It's not for porting, but for valve work. So I've unshrouded it, which is right here is shrouding. So that's called shrouding. So you open the valve up, open it up, open it up. Oh, we're still not flowing anything yet. Open up some more. Oh, it's starting to open up finally. And we're open about 400 thou already. And by the time you get about 600 thou, about there, it's still not flowing very well, but it's at least flowing now. Yeah, custom. Here's mine over here, unshrouded. And as it opens up, it flows, and it flows, and flows, and flows. Oh, it just keeps right on flowing. And when you get all the way up here, it's not shrouded too bad. Now, if you go and knock this corner off right here, which I might do, it'll flow right on up to 600-700 left, wherever you want to go up. It'll keep flowing more and more and more. Now this I cut it for about 4 1/4 bore motor, I think. I didn't measure it yet. Oh, 4 1/50. Nah, better than I thought. Alright, so 4 1/50 bore. Now the next one I do, I probably won't cut the exhaust out quite so much because I used a different cutter. I went from this cutter here, which I wasn't liking. That's what I cut this one with, see? Oop, get it like that where you can see. And I changed it to this one over here, which fits this side right here. And the difference is that this one has an edge right here I don't like. And this one over here is full radius. So when that valve opens, it's flowing. No shrouding at all, just instant flow. This one here is exhaust, doesn't really matter going in like that, but next time I do it, I'll do a different one. I'll shorten up a little bit. So there you go. Live and learn. Alright, so now with these valves here, as you open these things up, the throats are opened a lot bigger. I didn't do anything to the valves, they're just as is. Trick on how you're going to do a little back cut right there, you pick up some more flow. I ain't going to do that. Won't go too fast. So this head is the stock head over here. So these look pretty big and all that. These are a lot bigger. And also the port's nice and round all the way down because I cut out the thing so it's nice and round to about that deep. And that was done with this cutter right here. That goes right on down there and cuts that out real nice and nicely. Kind of hard to see in there, but anyway, that's what does that one. So you want to know how much I cut out? That's the one that fits in that hole. And it doesn't fit on this one. Yeah, it's a little, yeah, it's about that much difference. That's probably about a 80, 100 thou. I don't know, I didn't measure it. Let's see, Mr. Go Fast bike. 1420. This one over here, 410. This one over here, well, let's see, here's the difference. 420, 417, and there's the difference. See the difference? About that much. So that one's at 495, 498. So basically it's 1,500. And there you go, 1,500 right there. 501 on that one. This one over here didn't click. That 501 right there. All right, that's the difference. 80 thou. Maybe a little extra. So now, when you open that valve up, it's got a lot of airflow to come up through there. And then it's unshrouded, so it's got a lot of airflow out of the motor, going into the cylinder where it belongs. So, lots of flow. The exhaust, same thing. You've already opened those all the way up on this side, but this one here, same thing. And as you open it up, you can see it's not shrouded at all. As soon as it opens up, it's got flow. The flow goes right on through there like that. So, there you go. This one, we cut a lot of metal out of that one. This one over here didn't cut quite as much. Didn't go quite as deep. Let's see, this is the one I broke the tool on. Or did I break it on this one? I forget which one I broke. I broke a lot of tools. So, anyway, this one's cut deeper than this one. I'll do that by hand. This one over here, they're both pretty deep. So I'm guessing this is probably the one that broke the tool because it's not cut as deep. Yeah, be my guess. So I'll do it by hand. So anyway, that's your difference there. Now on the intake side, this is round port. And this is square port flange here that we're going to make that into a square port head. That's all done by just grinding. The only difference is the little corner right here. Yeah, about maybe that much on the corner is about the only difference. That ain't enough to do squat, I'll tell you that right now. That ain't gonna do nothing. The big difference is the airflow that now can go into here. It can get out now. Versus this one, it don't want to come out. And it's also undercut underneath the seat. You can see how it was undercut under the seat here because I bored the seat out a long ways, so you can see how much that was cut out in there. So that means the airflow had to go out, hit the seat, go around the seat, back up and into the motor. Me, it just goes straight up. Big difference. Alright, well there's the differences in there. And I said the manifold's over here. I'm going to have to go in here and clean this thing up. There's your fancy billet intake, square. I wouldn't really call that square, I'd call that oval. Ovalette, how about that? Or a roval. Round oval. So this is V-Twin Power Sports, whoever the hell they are. I have no idea why they're not Instead of making this thing out of billet, 3D print the damn thing for a quarter of the cost. Probably be lighter. And probably better. I don't understand this trapezoidal shape that they got going on in here. I'm sure there's a theory on how great that is. I don't get it. I don't know why that's like that. That should all be just cut away so the air can flow nice and round. And even like this one right here, got a nice radius coming around. This one should have a nice radius too. Why'd they make it square? I'll tell you right now, air is not going to follow that turn. It's going to hit it's going to take a launching ramp, and it's going to launch over to that side over there, and skip this big void right here. Oh, that's where you want the air to go. Oops. It's going to hit over there, and it's going to turbulate like hell in this port. And probably about this much is about all it flows through. About that much of it. Oh, and there's a big ass injector sticking through there too in the way. Yeah, great. Of course, you got about a 100mm throttle valve you don't need. But yeah, fancy. What do I know? I'm just a dumbass Harley mechanic. Yeah, I'll pass. All right, well there you go. Next thing I'm going to go ahead and show you how to do this. And if with any luck, I'm not going to break any more tools. We'll find out. Getting expensive. I'm already $1,000 down on this job. I haven't done anything yet. And I got 1/8 half done anyway. All right, we'll be back.